Well, hello, planning, journaling, and crafting babes, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and select the bell for notifications. And if you like today's video and you want to support my channel as a member, then right next to the subscribe button is a join button. And today I am showing you my craft room. I do an annual tour of it because I update it, I clean it out, I reorganize everything and try to be more efficient. And I'm doing it a little bit later this year than normal. I just was really busy and I wanted to make sure I got it though before February comes around because I do it every January. All right, well, let's get to it. This whole space that I just showed you all the way down through here up to that other wall is all one room. And then coming from the other direction, this is my craft room. And I just divided it some by putting some curtains up here. I just nailed them to the ceiling. And if I'm really busy and I don't want to be disturbed, then I can just untie these curtains so that I can close it off and have a private space. And then here, I just took some quality framing, really thick foam board and nailed it to some of the drawers that are wooden that you'll see when I turn around to help divide the space. And then I actually took that and just folded it over. It's really strong, thick foam board. It's not your Dollar Tree stuff. And then I just nailed it. You can see the nails there against the drawers. So here is how that is on this side. So you see I've got a set of drawers right there and a set of drawers right here. And I actually have a whole little cabinet down here that has a top drawer and a couple of other drawers underneath it. And that is just helping to separate the space. So here, those 3 or 4 little tiered things that are stackable are what I have, mostly different types of white paper. And then, and that's all from Dollar Tree, these trays. And then this tray, or this little container, is from Dollar Tree as well. And inside of there are these things. I don't remember what you call these. Are these really pretty little shiny tubes? And I divided them by color. I got those. They were 4 for $1 from Family Dollar. Yeah. And then also in there, I have different pom-poms. And then in this little doohickey, you can see here, I've got some decorative scissors. This I use to burn the ends of things that ravel like ribbon. I've got some gloves for when I'm doing crafts and different little tools. All different kinds of crafting tools are in there. And I got that actually at Goodwill for like $3.49 several years ago. And then behind there, I just have a container that's holding a bunch of different pretty colors of faux flowers that I got from Dollar Tree because I use those a lot to decorate the background of my shorts that I journal when I journal on my YouTube shorts. And then in front of that, I have this is alcohol markers, and then the little Dollar Tree crayons that come in a set of 8, but they're all funky kinds, you know, like glitter ones and all that kind of stuff. And then under that, I've got 100. I love Crayola Super Tips. That's a set of 100. I've got some more I'll show you. And then just some Crayola crayons, the really big pack. And then I've got different types of water-soluble pastels and these little caboodles that I got from Dollar Tree a long time ago. And then next to that is just a really big glass cutting board. Sometimes I want to use that when I'm working with a lot of glue. And then I'm going to go back here for a second. I forgot. This is actually all in a short. So I'll link that for you guys below. But it's all different types of markers and brush pens. And then all my other different kind of colored pens. So here's the fan that I must use because it gets hot in this corner. And then here, obviously, is all yarn and embroidery thread. And y'all, I bought these pom-pom makers forever ago when I still haven't used it, but I believe that I will. So I still have it. And then I also did a short on this stand right here for greeting cards. But the only thing that's not in that video is this binder has greeting cards that I've received from people that I journal with and craft with as well. And then under that, in this drawer, I have right here is a bunch of different bags, you know, to put pens and pencils, different journaling tools with. And I have more than I need, because whenever I'm doing some sort of group crafting event, then I'll use these to put things in for people to use. And then when they're done, you know, I'll collect them. And sometimes I use them to put gifts for people that are journaling type stuff as well. And then this also is for when a friend comes and journals. It gives them an extra thing also to put tools in. And then these are all stencils here that I journal with and craft with. And then in this bottom drawer, I have more bags. And then under here, I'll link for you guys a video on here for it's everything I need to completely journal and craft if I'm out of town, doing a road trip, going to the library, whatsoever. And I'll link that for you guys as well. And then this tower that's on top of this table, I have just a decorative plant. It's faux, and I actually DIY'd it all together. And then under that, on this first shelf is all watercolor, everything watercolor, everything. And then on this is everything color pencils and gouache and drawing pencils or sketching pencils. And then under that is drawing books, coloring books, and then just really heavy tools so that it would support the base of everything that's above it. And then right in front of that is this table. And this is just a folding table, and this is where I do my filming. I actually have a really good professional tripod, a Vanguard there, but I haven't been using it since I've had this set up because this just works really well and it takes up less room. And then this is just like my little set of tools that I grab easily when I'm filming. And then here next to it is a bunch of journaling supplies that I reach for frequently, especially when I'm filming. And so I've got things, you know, for holding the journal open, some punching, everything pretty much is labeled here. And like the stuff that's stacked right here, I use some ribbons so that I can just lift that whole thing up if I need to get from under it. Yeah, instead of having to move all of those individual boxes, I just lift that whole thing up, which works really, really well. Same thing here. I just put all that together, and then I just use some Dollar Tree, you know, those little kitchen stand things to separate these, and I put a little piece of wood that I had and covered it with some fabric to make shelves. Yeah, so it worked out really well. And so in order to have some stuff stacked up behind this angled desktop that I made years ago, then I just put some boxes behind it. You can see they're covered a little bit with fabric. There's a couple of boxes. They're not even the same height. And then I just stacked some of my journaling boxes with journaling supplies behind them. I used another Dollar Tree little, you know, shelf thing that I don't know what you call these, y'all. You know, it's just a white metal that you usually use it for the kitchen, but I use that. And then here is where I have all my tools when I have a friend over and we're journaling together. So yeah, they have their, or DIYing or crafting or whatever, they have their tools right there. And then I have mine right where I'm sitting right here. And then I just put some books, and some books I also use to decorate behind videos. So I just put a couple of them back there, and that helped make it a better surface. And I have some journaling projects that I'm working on right now underneath that. And then to the right of that, I've got my clear tape. This is where I put my little scraps of paper from doing projects, and then I put it in the recycle bin when it gets full. And of course, I've got some extra little clamps. And then this is my masking tape and my clear tape. And under that is just a little tin that I haven't used yet, but I want to make some DIY journaling supplies that are space, you know, related, Cosmos, that kind of thing. And then these drawers, you know, they came from Dollar Tree, and I just taped them together because I wasn't sure if I was going to want to keep it that way instead of gluing it. And it stayed taped all these years, and it's got different supplies. And then I've got some different journals right here, and little journals, and just a little bit of stuff that's just within arm's reach. And then this was from a subscriber gave me this, sent me this years ago, and I really, really love it. Under this first table, I have a couple of drawers, plastic drawers, and the one on the left has all fabric, and the basket on top has fabric, and the one to the right has all planning stickers. And then there's stickers in that basket on top as well. Just making use of this table space. And while I'm sitting, I can actually pull straight from that without having to get out of the chair. The front, this one anyway. And then this was the cabinet I was telling you about underneath, and really inside of there. So this little gray thing is for putting your feet up on while you're working. And I have a pink one over here for this chair. And then in the cabinet, I cleaned it out a lot. Mostly it's stuff for whenever I get ready to do another giveaway. And so I really want to reach 10,000 subscribers this year, you guys. If you can help me do that, I will do a huge giveaway. Yeah. And then in the drawer above it, I just have plastic little bags and envelopes for storing things in, and paper ones as well, and tissue paper. Not the more decorative tissue paper, just the kind of plain tissue paper is in that drawer right there. And then down in these drawers that I also got from Goodwill a long time ago, the top drawer is just simple office supply stuff. And then in here, I have different things that I put on the table to help decorate for my journaling videos. And then also a couple of decorative gloves that just have good aesthetics. And then some of the simple little electronic things I need, like chargers and portable hard drives and so forth, stuff like that for operating my business. And then up here at the top to the right of my desk, I have some things that I very rarely use. And then I have under that some camera bags stuff and some sewing supplies. And then I also have some glitter glue and embossing powders and inks and ink pads. And then to the right of that, I have like my whole stamping set, except for what I use for the greeting card type stuff. And then just some little miscellaneous stuff is in these little cups that are hanging right there. Some little wood pieces from Dollar Tree that are decorative I haven't used yet. A color wheel and clipboard. And then a bag here that one of the vendors sent me that's really pretty. I don't know how I'm going to use it just yet. And then behind these cute little things like this Pinocchio that came from Italy, and this came from a little town in Arizona. I have tons and tons and tons of Traveler's Notebook inserts and different things like craft folders that go inside of them. Some of those I've made. So I'm never going to need any more by the time I actually officially retire. And then I've got I just kind of hang my duct tapes and stuff on the sides and beads on the sides like you see there. And then here in the back I have different glues and then some paint, and then I also have paint down here. This whole shelf you can't see, but in the back that goes all the way back to the walls, all different types of acrylic paint and accessories, and then some acrylic paint here as well, like I said, glue behind it. And then here on top of these drawers I have all of my stuff for my business that I keep track of things behind this little container for my hot glue, sort of my hot glue, and right within reach glue station is right there. And then up here, I just have some of my original art, and then they were 5x7s and I blew them up, and then some of my personal awards and achievements from the Navy and my bachelor's and master's degree. And then my daughter made this for Christmas for me one year, and it became my logo, which I love so much. And then next to that is some of my original art. These are the original pieces framed, and then some is hanging here as well, but all the rest of this is pretty much my ribbon wall, which is hanging on the door. And then a friend of mine and one of my subscribers, Etta, sent this friendship piece of art, which I love. And then to the right of that, and I also have a video on doing this ribbon wall also, and I'll link that for you guys. And then here I have my washi wall, and my vinyl wall is hanging there. All different kinds of stuff. And then Etta also made this for me. I love that too. And then to the right of that, I've got at the very top, I have like some more adhesive type stuff and poster board and cotton to go and stuffing stuff. And then I have different types of journals here that I'm ongoing using, and some I've completed. So I've got art journals, TN covers, junk journals, travel journals, empty journals I haven't used yet, ones that I've used a lot out of, traveler's notebooks and bullet journals, and all kinds of different things there. And then to the right of that, I have where I save my toilet paper and paper towel rolls. And then this drawer, these two drawers are filming equipment. And under that, I've got different little things like I had on the other side as well. I have some of these different little containers with doodads for traveler's notebooks and journals and planners. Another one to the right of that, some completed journals and templates for making traveler's notebooks and accessories, and then A5 inserts for traveler notebooks and journals. And then I've got different types of elastic and card envelopes and every kind of bead you can imagine from Dollar Tree, and I've saved them in these different Dollar Tree containers. I just love these, and I love the way they sound. I've got a lot of them, and I just don't think I need any more. Okay, and then all of this is paper stuff. So right here is, behind here is a big basket that's got different 12 by 12 papers, and then scraps are also all divided up in there and labeled. And then these are ones, 12 by 12 ones, that I have not separated and labeled yet. And these little rollers are just plant rolls or plant, whatever you call them, and they work perfectly in this area in my craft room to be able to keep everything together and be able to move stuff out of the way so I can see what's behind it. And so, and this one is just what I take with me sometimes when I'm going to journal on the go. And then these are on my paper cutters, and they're just standing inside of a Dollar Tree trash can. And then behind that is all different types of art type paper and journaling type paper. And in front of that on wheels is another container that's on newspaper and magazines for doing paper mache and also for journaling. And up here I've got some more mini journals there also. And then of course I've got different things hanging on the sides, decorative pom-poms and things that I can put on journals and traveler's notebooks and so forth. And then in this corner, I decided to just kind of put some of my original artwork. These are mostly printouts. Some of them are originals and some of them are printouts of my original artwork. But like this one is the original. That's the original. But then let me see, what's a printout? That's original. Printout. So yeah, because I did some of them inside of journals that I didn't want to rip them out of, and I just decided to use that space for that. I may change that out and put some sort of shelving there. And then here I have a couple of rolling carts. The one on the left is the first two levels are all different colors, types of scraps, and I just labeled them, like if scraps from anything, it could be packaging, anything. But also here in this one is all tissue paper, the printed one kind with designs. And then on the very bottom is all literal stationery. And then this one is all different types of journaling supplies, and not the kind that was at my desk, but things that are different, that aren't the typical type of stuff. And maybe it's things that I found, things that I just thought were pretty in the mail, whatsoever, are kind of in these categories. And they're all labeled for different types of categories, so I know what I have there. And then this cart here is what I take if I need a lot of supplies to go do a journaling event. And then on top, that tray, the pink and green tray there, that is where I put stuff that I found that I haven't decided what I want to do, or I've used or whatever, and it had some little thing and I wanted to know what I want to do, and so they need to be put up. Once that's full, I can't put anything else in there. It's actually a little more than full right now. And then this container I need to label, but it's all for clay making supplies. So I want to start working with clay, and so I'm going to start doing that here pretty soon. Well, I think that's everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment and share, and consider joining my channel. All the details are there when you click join. And thank you so much, you guys. Means everything to me for you to support me and my channel and my videos. And so please take care of yourselves. Take care of your spirit and your body. We only got one body, and let's stay connected to the Lord. And happy journaling, and have a blessed day in the Lord.